What's up, everyone? And here is your long-awaited slice of Cake with Jake. What's that? What's behind me? Well, that's a picture of my friend Amanda. What? You want to be behind me too? You want to get in on this? You want me to put your picture behind me for all of my videos forever? That sounds like a great idea. I'd be happy to do that. You know what? All you have to do is email me a picture of yourself as long as you're sure that you don't mind having your picture be put up in front of the general public of the internet, and who knows who might see it. Just don't give me anything too graphic and we'll be okay. But anyway, if you want to share an image of you with me to put on the videos to share with everyone else, you just send it to me via email. Email it to me at jkdoyle@gmail.com or tweet me at GreatCakeWithJ. Now, on to the video. Alright, so first off I want to apologize. I'm really sorry that this video has been so late. It's been like 3 weeks since I posted the first video, and that pretty much means that I completely obliterated my promise of putting out a video every week on a Thursday within about, 5 days. So, I'm sorry, but I like to think of my March so far as like March Madness, the basketball thing. So basically, what happened was from the very beginning of the month, because my first video was from the very end of February. Well, at the beginning of the month, I realized that my month is going to be unbelievably busy. So basically, life decided to drop like 1,000 tons of things for me to do on top of me almost immediately after I posted that first video that you guys saw. So, yeah. So let me give you a quick rundown of my month so far. So first off, I had a couple projects that were due within the first 3 days of the month, which I hadn't even really started. So I mean, don't tell anyone that. But I haven't really started it yet. I had homework, and now recently, within the last 2 weeks, I haven't been getting home until like 6 or 7 o'clock after school every single day, and then I have homework to do. So think about that first. So aside from all that, the worst part about it is probably that I actually had a second video recorded and almost ready to go, but what happened was I recorded it over the weekend immediately after I posted the first video, and during the week I was planning on editing it, and then I basically got home from school on Wednesday and was like, oh my god, it's Wednesday and I haven't even touched this video yet, and I basically passed out after that. So on Thursday, when it all came and went, I was just really upset because I thought that I was actually going to get this going, and I thought that I was going to get it started off, and I was going to be like, every single Thursday I'm going to put this video out, it's going to be completely done, ready to go, and I feel like I let myself down, I let you guys down, so sorry about that. I feel kind of rotten for it, but you know what? Not anymore. Yeah, that whole lost video, the one that I didn't end up doing anything with, all it really said though was a bunch of stuff about how it was a leap year and talked about the 29th of February, and I sort of went over like Weezer's new album or the new singles that came out for it, and it's pretty much, you didn't miss much, I was just trying to test the waters on what I wanted to do with anything at all, so that was cool. It wasn't that bad, but you won't see it ever, so just know that it's never going to be seen, and that you missed it because of me. So there you go. Blame me. Now before I go, I want to talk to you guys about something known as shadow people. Alright, so if you want to know more about shadow people, I would say try going to www.shadowpeople.org or like Google the Hat Man and stuff like that. But really what was happening was me and my friends that I was hanging out with earlier, we were talking about these things called shadow people, and I don't really remember what it brought it up, but we were talking about paranormal things and stuff that just happens that we don't have explanations for, and one of my friends brought up this thing called shadow people, and I've actually heard of this, and I love doing a lot of research about it because I just think it's so interesting, for reasons that I'll probably talk about in another video, because I have an entire experience, like I've actually seen one of these shadow beings before, so that's pretty cool, but that's a story for another video, alright? But anyway, we were just talking about it, and I think that you guys should look it up. So, basically what it is like hundreds of thousands of people have reported seeing these like shadowy beings, and what happens is they've either been in the middle of the night sleeping and they've woken up and seen them, or they got up out of bed and they've seen these things just standing there, and the thing is, it's paralyzing them with fear. And according to them, it's some of the most terrifying things that has ever happened to them in their entire life. And believe me, I can personally say it was terrifying. There's nothing like it that I've ever had happen to me before. Like, some people say that they're guardian angels, other people say, like, oh, they're interdimensional travelers. Some people say they're demons and stuff. I like to think of them as, like, interdimensional travelers, because, like, to me, I really personally think that there's an infinite number of universes, and, you know, theoretically, if there's an infinite number of universes, there's an infinite number of things that exist. So you could have anything, just as long as you have a way to travel in between. You could find literally anything. You could go anywhere or do anything at all, because everything is possible in that infinite amount of universes, and not all of it has to do with you. Some of it has nothing to do with humans at all. I guarantee you that if you were to go far enough, you'd find things that you would never imagine. But it's all just a theory, so I mean, you can't prove any of it. But you know what? Food for thought, you know? I hope you enjoyed this slice of cake with Jake. And, you know, once again, I'm sorry that it took so long. It's probably not going to happen like this again. I'm going to try and be really committed. But don't worry, as soon as the summer hits, you won't have any trouble with, like, delayed videos, alright? But before I go, I want to tell you about a channel that I've been meaning to tell you about. My nephew Raleigh has this channel called Souls, Demons, and Carriers, so I'd say check it out if I were you, you know. I'm going to put it in my suggested channels below, or on my page. But anyway, you know, if you like this episode, or if you like this slice of cake with Jake, you know, drop a like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, if there's anything you want to talk about, any interesting, unexplainable phenomena like supernatural, paranormal stuff, just leave a comment down below. Tweet me at GreatCakeWithJ. And you know what? I'll see you next time. The Bear Jew.